Avicii had been making music professionally since he was 16. That's how old the Swedish DJ born Tim Bergling was when he snagged his first record deal. He shot to prominence a few years later with the release of his single Levels, for which he received a Grammy Award nomination in 2012, an accolade that came on the heels of his first nomination for a collaboration he did with David Guetta the previous year. In 2013, Avicii then released the hit Wake Me Up, further propelling him into stardom. But the DJ had a hard time balancing the extroverted world of electronic dance music with his private self, who was shy and uninterested in fame. He once said, "I love what I do, but I've never liked being recognized or being in the spotlight." In March 2016, Avicii announced he would no longer tour, saying in a statement, "I know I am blessed to be able to travel all around the world and perform, but I have too little left for the life of a real person behind the artist." He added that he would continue to make music and speak to his fans through it. Almost exactly 2 years later, Avicii was found dead while vacationing in Muscat, Oman. He was 28 years old. Avicii's death was widely reported as a suicide at the time, and now Avicii's father, Klaus Bergling, is opening up about the tragedy and what we may have missed. When reports first began to surface that the DJ had been found dead in Oman, the cause of his death was unclear. However, Tim Bergling's family have publicly acknowledged his death as suicide, even though they refrained from going into specifics. Klaus Bergling told the Sunday Times, "I think you should call things what they are." Shortly before his death, Avicii's parents received a phone call from someone who had accompanied the DJ on vacation. The caller in question expressed concern over his mental state at the time. His parents were making arrangements to fly out to meet their son when they received another call reporting Avicii had been found dead. Bergling told the Times, "It's obvious there were things I didn't see." Bergling believed Avicii had found a happy medium when he stopped touring in 2016. In 2019, he told CBS News,
"He was much healthier and he started exercising and things really turned into a very, very good direction."
Bergling continued,
"We thought that he was really on a better way."
Ultimately, Bergling believes the damage had been done, blaming it on a lack of proper mental health care in an industry that often banks on young artists. He told the Times, "It's fame and fortune, and that's a very dangerous combination. When you have an up-and-coming artist, there should be some structure." Ever since Avicii's death, his family has tried to convert their tragic loss into something meaningful. One way they were able to break the stigma around suicide was by refusing to sugarcoat his cause of death. Just a week after, the family released a statement in which they implied that Avicii had died by suicide, saying, "Our beloved Tim was a seeker, a fragile artistic soul searching for answers to existential questions. He really struggled with thoughts about meaning, life, happiness. He could not go on any longer. He wanted to find peace." But they didn't stop there. In March 2019, a year after Avicii's death, his family launched the Tim Bergling Foundation to raise funds for mental health and suicide prevention, in addition to other causes such as climate change. In a separate statement, the family said, "Tim wanted to make a difference. Starting a foundation in his name is our way to honor his memory and continue to act in his spirit." In addition to music, Avicii was also passionate about humanitarian causes. In 2011, he announced the House for Hunger tour, vowing to donate all of the proceeds to Feeding America. In 2013, he said, "When you have such an excess of money you don't need, the most sensible, most human, and completely obvious thing is to give to people in need." If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255.